What's going on, everybody? It's me, the coolest big boy on the internet. Today is a very special video, in my opinion. We are bringing back something that has been long awaited for, long requested by one person. Danny Rants. Wow.
Call us now.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And now,
If you're not completely satisfied,
a few words from better than ever in your neighborhood.
What'd you think? It was gonna be on Identity 2. No? Danny Rants, episode 3, I think? Who knows? So, you're probably wondering, like, Danny, what is he gonna rant about, you know? This boy, so much pent-up rage. I'm gonna rant about something very minuscule and dumb. And that's LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, the hit sequel to LEGO Marvel Superheroes 1. I've played LEGO Marvel Superheroes 1 when it was just commonly known as LEGO Marvel Superheroes on the PS3. Yes, on the PS3. That game was a hoot and a doozy. I enjoyed that game. I poured a lot of time into that game. I'm a big Marvel baby boy, so it's, you know, no surprise that I spent a lot of time playing this game. And recently, I got a Nintendo Switch, which is like right here. I got a Nintendo Switch. I decided to get LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 for the Switch. Was that a bad call? Yes. Was it the only game I could afford at GameStop after trading in all my games, only getting $14? Yes. Would I have bought it for any other console? Maybe. I think it's just because it's a Switch port. It just makes it bad. If you don't know much about the Switch, which probably you don't because you're all cool kids who go outside. The Switch, when they get a game that was on the Xbox or PlayStation, their games are I guess, decided the worst one. The only good games on the Switch are made by Nintendo themselves. No, you can't get a third-party game on here. Might as well just stay to your Marios and your Zeldas because you're not going to be able to play any other game on here, because you'll get very bad quality. So that's why I'm thinking why I hate this game so much. That's one of the reasons. Boom, reason number one. The quality is just so awful compared to the first one. Then again, like I said, I'm playing on the Switch and not on my Xbox, which I should have been playing this on. But, you know, it's whatever. Gamer rant. Also, I'm very sick. I shouldn't be recording. I should be eating and laying in bed. Laying in bed. But I just was so angry about this. There's a lot of things wrong with this game, folks. The voice acting. There's voice acting in LEGO games if you haven't kept up with them since, I don't know, we were 6. LEGO Marvel Superheroes was, I think, maybe the second one to feature voice acting after LEGO Batman 2, which was also a great game, being compared to LEGO Batman 3, which was a god-awful game too. LEGO Marvel Superheroes had voice acting, and it primarily contained the people from the animated shows. So Iron Man sounded like he did in, I don't know, of the Avengers show on Disney XD. Captain America sounded like he did on TV show, and so on and so forth. They basically just grabbed the TV actors and were like, yo, let's make a game. So then we reached LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. I don't know how hyped up it was. I don't think anyone really cared for this one. I know I didn't care for it. I kind of cared for it. I'm like, oh, LEGO Marvel Superhero 2? So yeah, the voice acting, basically what I'm trying to get at is the voice acting, basically what I'm trying to get at here is the voice acting in LEGO Marvel Superheroes DOS is awful. I'm pretty sure 16 of the characters are voiced by the same one dude. But there's a whole reason to it. There's like a whole as to why. That's because there was like this whole voice acting strike going on. They're like, we don't want to voice act until you pay us more. We want to be the big boys. And that's why the voice acting is awful, because they just grabbed last minute replacements. And they were like, you'll do. Even though Spider-Man sounds awful. I think he has been dealt the worst card. It is just awful. Next up, the controls. What do I think about the controls? I'm playing with the Pro controller of the Switch, not the controls that come with the Switch. This is a lot easier to play with, in my opinion, than smacking on the two little sexy boys to this thing. Even though I would love to play with those a lot more, Oh, this is a lot easier to play with. It fits my hand a lot more. I think I accidentally turned it on. Uh-oh. Anyway, the controls of this game are awful too. What did you expect? I feel like this game is made very rushed, but also they were trying to be really experimental with this one. Like the controls are kind of like similar, but not really. And it also could be because I am playing on the Switch and some of the controls are flipped, like where B would be on a controller, A is, and then where A is on a controller. You know, you've seen controllers, I hope, maybe, who knows? I think my demographic is mostly male, so let's hit it, baby. You think after playing so many Lego games, you'd get the hang of it, and then they throw like a right hook at you, and they're like, no. The flying in this game, awful. The web swinging in this game, awful. Have I beat this game? No. Mainly because I couldn't handle it past the second mission. Just the voice acting alone kind of made me upset. But then there was a certain mission that you play as Spider-Man and Spider-Woman, I think she's called, whatever, Spider-Gwen. You're basically swinging around trying to catch a whole assortment of Spidey villains. It's very hard to do when it's 30 frames per second. For all you non-gamers out there, that's very slow quality. And it's also like kind of, I don't know, like the graphics and quality of it are very meh. It just hurts to play. That's really my conclusion to this whole thing. This game hurts to play. There's some games, like Dark Souls, that actually do hurt to play. Because if you've never played a Dark Souls game, you see this? Do you see this? Maybe you see this. That hurts. But when you see something like Lego Marvel Superheroes, you expect this to be like an easy, well-going, like I'll beat this in like a couple hours type of game. I probably could beat this in a couple hours if I was insane and didn't have a will to live. Dude, the voice acting got so bad at one point, I just turned down the volume, went to my computer, put on Spotify, and just blasted that so then I could just forget that there's voice acting in this game. Sometimes I wish Lego just brought back the grunts, you know? I was fine with the grunts. I really was. Because some of their newer games that have voice acting in it, like Lego Avengers, for example, Lord of the Rings, I think, had one, and Jurassic Park 2, or it's still Jurassic World, I guess. They just took scenes from the movie, like voice clips from the movie, and just put that as the characters' voices instead of hiring someone that sounds similar to them and doing an original thing. That's why I loved Lego Marvel Superheroes, because it wasn't the Avengers, you know? It felt like a comic book game. I'm like, awesome, dope. And then Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 was like, oh, well, the Avengers have been around for so long. Let's try to get people that sound like them. Doesn't work. That never works. It never works. Have you seen the Avengers game that they're releasing? This one? People hate this game. People hate this game simply because the voice actors aren't Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans or Scarlett Johansson or Chris Hemsworth. Wow. Basically what I'm trying to get at, basically what I'm trying to say is, don't play this game on Nintendo Switch. Don't play this game in general. We should have just stopped at Lego Marvel Superheroes 1. I think that was a good endpoint to my Lego games thing. I bought it just purely based off nostalgia because I'm like, yo, I enjoyed the first one. Who's to say I won't enjoy the second one? I could have bought, I think, Mario and Rabbids. I could have bought Mario and Rabbids for like 20 bucks instead of 18, and I probably would have enjoyed that a lot more. Oh, look at that. Mai's listening to Lil Xan. Remind me to block her on all social media. What do I give this game? A 4 out of 10. It definitely could be better. I think if they got the voice actors, if they just paid them a little more. Lego's a multi-billion-dollar company. I think they can get rid of a couple. Just get the original voice actors. You don't have to make the gameplay so revolutionary, dog. It's a Lego game. It's a Lego game. It's a Lego game? I don't know, just make it better. The story was kind of poopy. It was about some guy conquering a bunch of worlds, and then a bunch of worlds come together, and all those different superheroes are like, whoa, I'm not from this Earth, you're not from this Earth, and you're from this Earth? What? Next video? I was about to say next week's video, but who knows if it's gonna come out next week. The next video is gonna be my review on Poppy's newest EP, Choke, because I actually wanted to do a review on that compared to other albums that I found a lot more attractive, because why not? If you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. You don't have to, because I know none of you do anyway, but I know you watch it. I know you watch the entire thing, and you're like, no. Do it for little old me. Do it for your grandma that's sitting behind you, going like, oh, Sonny, leave him a like, please. happen to dozy on in from a long night, you're in that hole of YouTube and you find amateur content, subscribe. And also hit that bell thing. That little bell. Ugh, I love the bell. I wish it made a noise every time you hit it. It goes ding! And you're like, notifications! I've been Danny, and this has been a very long-winded, unscripted, as usual, Danny Rants. Cool. Awesome. Maya's still listening to Lil Xan. It's been 20 minutes. Uh-oh.
Don't care, still don't care. I don't care.